Sigh of relief for Doug Kent as he's able to take that victory over Tommy DeLutz Jr. And now he's set for the championship match head-to-head with Chris Barnes.
Great observation.
Last week at the Cambridge Credit Classic in Syosset, Long Island, it was Norm Duke taking on Dave Traber in the championship match. Was it ever dramatic? Duke would beat Traber in a 3-ball roll-off, take home an emotional 20th PBA title, and get into the winner's circle for the first time this year. He's headed back to the Tournament of Champions in Connecticut. Big crowd on hand in Albany, and we're set for the championship round of the Empire State Open. Chris Barnes, Doug Kent with us outside the lanes. Randy, Chris talked a few moments ago about the big adjustment you made, especially on lane 4 with your path to the pocket. What'd you do, and what's the plan for the final?
Well, I moved about 15 right and took a ball that rolled more and got my hand softer, but in between the two matches, they changed again. So I'm not sure if I'm going to loft it or if I'm going to have to move left off of that. But Doug's putting up some big numbers, so I'm going to figure it out fast.
You bowled so well all year. You're leading just about every category except the victory. Can you go one more step, as you talked about with us all year long?
Well, we'll find out here in a little bit.
All right, Doug, your confidence level now, looking for the first win since the World Championship. A lot of fans are here, a lot of fans and family and friends. Has that helped you with your confidence?
Oh, absolutely. You know, speaking of that, our match against Chris here, we bowled each other twice in the last 2 weeks, and we're 1-1, so it's a nice rubber match.
And the synthetic lanes, how are they playing for you today?
Playing a little different than they did all week, a little slicker, but I've got to make the right adjustments. I think I'm in good shape here.
They have matched up, Randy, once before. Indy in a different format, though, eventually won by Doug Kent.
Yeah, these two guys had a great match last week. And now here's the two different lines that Chris Barnes is playing. Got the 4th arrow early on in that first game. Now watch this. Here's what he's talking about, that 15 right. Target about 8 right. Backs his hand out of it. Nice, straight, and direct. In practice, it looked a little suspect. We'll see what he's going to do. Now, remember, we talked about the loft. When we watched him in practice, my statistician, Paul Kaler, said, Randy, everything he's throwing is going high. Well, you know what? 2 ways to combat that. Either throw it harder or loft it. And again, Chris Barnes, being as good as he is, he has all the tools. He can do it all.
Great record, Doug Kent, head-to-head with Chris Barnes.
And Dave Ryan, here comes a completely different line. Here's the big inside out. Inside out and rotating his hand around the side versus loft and a soft hand straight up the back.
Didn't play in Philly a couple of weeks ago because so frustrated by a poor outing at the Banquet Classic, Grand Rapids, the week prior, so took the week off and went home to work on his swing, work on the delivery, work on the layout, everything really to revamp since then 2 TV shows and a possible championship. That's a turnaround.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
There's Chrissy, Doug's girlfriend, and
that's butter.
Yes.
That's sweet butter right there.
Yeah, we better go get him some butter to go with that sweet roll. But anyway, Chrissy, she's always there behind Doug, supporting him and helping him and what he's doing. But I'll tell you what, the biggest thing for him when he took that week off was the videotape.
Swing analysis. Really changed the arm swing quickly. Great record we saw for Barnes in the arena setting, and a good start.
Well, late 7 there, which is a nice break. Something that Chris hasn't got a whole lot of in title matches is breaks, and here's one right here. This guy's got all the talent in the world, and in my opinion, the only guy that can even match Chris Barnes is Walter Ray, just due to the fact that Walter Ray wins so many times, and he's been on the show 5 times this year. He's won. The only thing this guy hasn't done is win. Yes, he has 3 titles, but he makes a boatload of TV shows.
Does he? Hucks the ball into the pocket and gets that 5-hitter trip out. 3-25, hopes to increase the number today here in Albany. 5 strikes between the two to begin the championship match. Couldn't ask for a better start. makes a triple. Got it.
Watch this. Doug Kent, his ball is going to go out to about the 13th board, 14th board. That's the same spot that Chris Barnes' ball is using. They're using a similar break point down the lane, just going at it from two different angles.
Who blinks first? Do the strikes continue? Yes, they do. 4 in a row for Doug Kent. Perfect start for each. 7 combined strikes to begin the championship match. Chris Barnes and Doug Kent each seek their first title of the year. Looking to stay red hot with a TOC, the first major next week.